Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Finnish Whitewitch. My name is Linda and I'm really happy that you are with me here today to look at this long tarot reading. And I have been on vacation, so now my brain is on vacation and I try to speak English, Swedish word and make them sound English. So I beg your pardon because my English isn't quite that good now again. But I do the best I can, so it have to be good enough. Now in July I got an exclusive offer. If you subscribe to my free YouTube channel and share this video or a previous one to someone that you know, and then write a comment below, I have subscribed and shared, then you participate on a raffle of these spa products, a towel, this rice shampoo. I use this kind of shampoo, so I like it, and these spa products. And no, it's not for horses, it's when you put the shampoo in on your head. Yeah. I'm not sponsored and you don't submit to anything. You can unsubscribe whenever you want to. And I will make a winner video in the last days of July, so then you will find more information. Yeah, but let's go to the reading. This is about the healer or the person that needs healing in their lives. You have the power to help and heal others. And first of all, I thought about a healing planet and I googled it. So I found out Chiron. I don't know if I pronounce it the right way. It's between Saturn and Uranus, and it's too large to be an asteroid but too small to be a planet. And when they found this Chiron, it gave name to a completely new category of celestial objects. Cantators. I don't know if I pronounced that okay either. It was found by Charles T. Cowell in 1977. And a cantator in Greek mythology is a teacher and a healer that ironically couldn't heal himself. And yeah, I have made boxers on this dude. What I thought about a healer. A healer is most of the times a person that once got hurt and no one else healed, and perhaps not physical but more emotionally or mentally or in that kind of way. So when no one healed them, they had to learn how to heal themselves. And when they did that, they also learned how to heal others. I know this look quite yellow, this aura around the girl, but when it's not in this light it looks very green. So I connected it to the heart chakra and I searched for the energy for the person that is the healer and the person that needs healing in their lives, and I found this energy that is the same for the both groups. They are overgivers and people that care too much, and often they are people that give too much. It might be money, it might be energy, it might be love, caring, attention, yeah, you name it, whatever, to others. And left with too little for themselves. And I also have other cards, and in all the cards there are animals except one card. Here it is a cow. This is the card for Archangel Razel, and he's the angel for the lion. Lions. Leo. I don't know how to pronounce that one either. Leo. Leo, perhaps. This is the moon. And this is the explanation card. Ten of Swords. Swords is about thoughts and what's happening mentally. The moon is the subconscious. Subconscious. Undermedvetna. Yeah. The next card is the Fool. And I think this is the page of Pentacles. You see, I have real problems to find the words. Four of Swords, and I had to look up in Swedish. It is igelkott, but I found out it's hedgehog. I hope I say it the right way. And then we got the Empress, and this was upside down. It was the only card that was that way. Yeah. I thought about all these animals, and I was thinking about if you go a couple of generations back, quite many, and then you look at how they lived their lives then and how we live our life now, and you see it's quite almost everything has changed, but our bodies, they haven't changed that much. So here you find a lot of problems what's going on with the humans today, because it is on very many levels. We do things so different than we have done before. And yeah, and our body is so closely connected to our mind and thoughts and our emotions. So if our body doesn't feel that good, then it's really hard to feel good on our inside also. And yeah. And I was also thinking about if you are a healer, or if you want to, you need healing, often you give away a lot of your energy. We talked about that earlier. But the only person that can make a difference for themselves is themselves. So if we try to push others to do things that are better for them, and we put a lot of energy and all we got to help others, but they still don't want to, only the other people can take that step and do it for themselves. So often we give away a little bit too much to others. And as a healer, I also realized that many times people are quite, they don't trust the healer, because most of the times people don't give in this world and don't expect anything back. So uh, if you are a healer, a light worker, then you might find this. And many of the light workers, they like to give to others. It's their nature. But many times people they don't understand it, why people work that way. But yeah. And I also want to talk about, I had a vision. And if you know what uh, video I'm talking about, but it was group A, B, and C. And this message is to the B people. I will try to explain it in a kind of way for the people that haven't seen that video. But sometimes uh, I will try to find the words. I take a little break. Yeah, let's see if it works better. If you go many generations back, and there you got a crowd of people, a community, and you also got one person that doesn't do like the other ones do. Then he is a threat to the whole group because it draws the animals, the hunters, the predators there. And yeah, this is a mindset that are stuck in us still. and and sometimes it's quite hard to know what's right or wrong in this world, because we have so it's a very it's a quite a track that we're supposed to do, like it's finished, and we just supposed to adapt to the mindset that already exists. So many times we do the things that we are learned that they are the right thing, but when we start to think about it, and when we feel what did really happen in this situation, then we understand that our heart wasn't in it, and it was only our mind and how we were learned how to see that situation. And yeah, the angels want to talk about this, because when you got this situation, you know you handled them the wrong way, you did something you shouldn't have done, and the angels want to talk about how you think about it later. uh, I used to talk with my angels in my imagination. It was later I found out that it happens for real some of the time. It's not just my imagination all of the times. And I got answers to questions I have, and I get information this way many times. And when I have done something wrong or something I don't understand, or yeah, something that doesn't work, then I used to talk with my angels on my inside about these things. And I realized the times that I try to, smooth over things. I don't want to say what honestly happened or how I feel I don't want to admit it for myself and not others or the angels or anyone. But then the angels are bye bye. You don't need to talk to us if you are going to lie. But if I are sincere and honest about how I feel, it might be how a really bad feeling or a really bad thought, but I admit how it was to my angels. Then uh, they understand, and from there we can take the situation to a new place, and I got get more information, and we talk about it, so I understand it from many other levels. So I got the whole picture about why I feel the way I do, and even the bad parts of me, all these things I don't want to admit even for myself. I have negative traits and so on. So, but if I tell the truth for them, then they are pleased. So this is really important to take your spirituality to the next level. And if you are stuck in that thing between your mind and your heart, and you don't know what you should do next, take it to your imaginary world. In the beginnings, before I realized that it was angels and guides to me, I used to put heads of persons I would like to talk to on these angels. Now I have quit doing that, but in the beginning, before I realized that they were for real, and all the I realized about them, I did that. So, but that's okay. You can, if you have some people you have really are really easy to talk with, you can put the person of the person, the head of the person on your angels on your inside, and talk to the person about what you want to talk about. Yeah, and if you are from the group B and you know what reading I'm talking about, then the angels also want to say that they are proud, and they really um, like that you haven't given up on yourself, and you haven't given up on the situation, and you still try to find what's the right thing for you, and you try to find the answers to things, and yeah, so on. But next card. This card I don't know at all how to pronounce, but I give it a shot. Psilocybin. Was it right? And it's about the commune. And if you read the book that came along with the cards, it's about native people and ritual and medicine, this card. And I was thinking about Western healthcare. I don't know how it is. I don't know if in which country you live. You might live in Finland also, but if you live in another country, so yeah, I don't know how it works there. But if you go to the doctors here, the disease, the illness you got, it's most of the time it's about the symptom and how to keep the symptom down, how to medicate it. But what I would like to see more of, but no, it doesn't really work that way, at least here. I have a boy with really difficult asthma, and he was small when I noticed this. They used to say if you got really bad asthma, the posture uh, got difference. You know, you should be straight in or spinal, but if you got bad asthma, it I don't know what this word is. The muscles and your back will be like an arrow. And I was thinking a lot about that, and I tried to sit like this for myself, and I realized how hard it is to breathe. And I thought I was talking about it to the doctors and yeah, healthcare here, and they were like, yeah, but we don't do anything about that. And then I started to find a person that could massage him. I think he was about 7, 8 or something like that. He wasn't such a big kid then. And I found one. I had to call many because they didn't want to massage him. But she made his back straight, and you couldn't realize how big difference this made for his breathing and his asthma. It was such a big difference. And I was thinking about this, that I would be very glad if it would be more about helping the body and yeah, you understand. Yeah. Next card. Uh, Archangel Raziel. And here, if you read the book, it talks about the mystery of life. And I was thinking about when we went to school, and I thought about you should learn where all the countries is, flags and animals and plants and math and how to learn how to read. But at least when I went to school, it wasn't never about our inside. But if you are interested in spirituality, then you have realized how important your inside is and how much it affects your reality and the outside. It's where you start. If you want to change anything on your outside, then the change always starts on your inside. And I also thought about the chakras. You see, it's a lot of colors in this picture. And I thought about red, the root chakra, I am. And I read for many years ago about nomadic people, and they had undersökning. Excuse me. Yeah, they had made an investigation about the safety, and they realized that people that were the nomadic people, their home and their safety was inside of them, but the people that live more normal lives have their safety in their surroundings and in their living situation. And it was much easier for the nomadic people with changes, because they understood that all they had built they can do again and again and again and again. An imbalance. I like to read about the imbalances on the chakra, because if I find words that trigger me, I know what I need to work with and heal. And the imbalance, so it's about insecurity, repeat old patterns, compulsive behavior, greed, anger, not wanting people to have the things that make them happy. Next paper. And how to balance it. Listen to yourself, make good choices for yourself, keep your promises to yourself, and you are not a machine. Allow yourself to be a human. When I discovered my mind, and it was quite much years later, after that I found my mind, I realized I had very many things that I had to do for my mind each day. If you say I got 100 things I had on my to-do list every day, and my body was very stressed, and my emotionally I was very stressed, and I almost, uh, went into the wall. I don't know how to say it in English, but yeah, my the guy I live with, I don't know how to say it in English also. He asked me, "Do you really need to do all these things, and how much of them do you think that you will have the time to do?" And then I start to think about it, because most of the things I have to do on my to-do list, I didn't have to do for real. It was just things to stroke my ego and to feel like a better and more organized and better person. But what happened was the opposite. It made me stressed, it made me sad, it made me angry, it made me feel like a bad person, because I wasn't, the to-do list wasn't, it was, wasn't connected to reality. No human can do all those things I had on my list. And then I realized how important it is to be kind to yourself, and also to learn your mind, how it is to be a human, because your mind is created when you are in the ages 1 to 7, and it's created of the surrounding, the people and all the things that you go through. And if your mind, if it's quite a hard upgrowing you have, then your mind gets really, it have many things on its to-do list, what you need to do to be accepted, to do what so other people love you, like you, and so on. And it tries to protect you that way, but what happens, it gets a little bit too excited, and it works in the opposite way. So if you learn your mind, who you are and what you're capable to do each day, because if you think about it, everything goes so fast in your head, and it's not a big thing. But if you do it for real, then it takes quite much time, effort, energy, and all the things. So uh, it's quite, you understand that in your head it's so much easier and so on, but your body have to struggle quite a bit to do all the things. And the last thing, be yourself. A fear that others will reject you make you reject your real self many times. So it's quite interesting to think about. And I realized also, if you accept me for me, my bad English and everything, that people that love me, they stay, and people that don't love me, so they would have went away anyway. You see the difference. So if you are yourself, your life will be filled with people that love you for you. Next chakra is orange, navel chakra, I feel. And now I would like to talk about water. I would like you to think about a day when you were really, really, really thirsty. I want you to think about how your body felt and how your emotions and how you mentally felt when you were that thirsty. And after that, I want you to think about if you always drink too little water, then your body, your emotions, and mentally, you are always in this mentally state. And how much difference water make, how we experience life and ourselves and everything. That, yeah. Imbalance, guilt, blocked creativity, boring, trouble to tell how you feel, locked patterns, mood swings, and addictions. And I count to the addictions everything, I do too much, I eat too much, something you do too much and you know it. I would need to balance this thing, because if I did, I would feel so much better. All these things I count to addictions. I can admit I got popcorns. I'm really addicted to popcorn. So it might be not, it doesn't have to be alcohol, tobacco, whatever. It can be, strange things also. Yeah, and how to balance it. Have you thought about what do you feel, and is it are you mentally on a good place? Are you emotionally on a good place? Because the feelings. Now I have to check a word also. It's the same word. Your feelings are a compass if you're going in the right direction. And if you don't feel okay, then you probably need to change something in your life to make it feel better. Yellow, so that's the solar plexus chakra. I can. Imbalance is insecure, doubt, problems to make choices, and how to balance it. So I was thinking about the inner child, and I like to go back to traumas and dark negative feelings, dark things that have happened in my life, and I like to look at them, because I have realized that all that happened was back in the not future, the opposite word, uh, the past. Yeah, yeah, in the past, and I'm secure here now, and I can look at all that happened, and I'm safe, and everything is fine. It's okay, and I have realized in that how easy it is to heal these things that happened in the past, just like this. And I look at the things that have happened in my early life and after that also. And often I can take that little girl I was there and then, and when you are an adult, you wonder about the things that happened and how I felt about the things. What is was it what really happened? And you might switch things, and you don't see it like it is when you are a little child. But my angels have also shown me that that's not the important thing. The important thing is how I saw it, how I felt about it, my own truth in the situation. It's not important what really happened, because yeah, it has happened. We don't have any cameras or anything. I never will get the whole facts about it. So it is what my how I I can find the words now. What I felt about it, thought about it, how I experienced it. That's the important things. And I also talked about these things with my friend, and she said that I can't understand how you can, uh, I go into this fantasy world, and I make everything okay, and I take the things that I have gone through, and I try to teach other people about it, and I heal it for myself, and I often I give forgiveness to myself, and yeah, other people that have hurt me also, when I realize that they didn't know another way to do it, so they only did it the way they thought they had to do it. And she says that I can't understand how you can be okay with it, because fantasy is fantasy, but reality is reality. If it has happened, it has happened. But I say that in my fantasy world, in my dream world, there are my God in charge, and I count God higher than reality. So if I go to God and heal it in my fantasy world, then it's healed, and then I'm okay. So our mind is really strong. If we say and give directions to our mind, then it will start to learn, and it adapt to what we tell it. You don't need to use word, you can use your thoughts and to talk to your mind and learn it how we that was then, but this is how we do it now, and I'm in charge. My heart and my thoughts, and yeah. Green, heart chakra, I love, imbalance, yellows, bitter, feeling hurt. And I thought about this card, And if you read the book, it talks about Pluto, and Pluto is about boundaries. And many times when you are a kid, you are learned that have you have you have to be kind to others, and many times you are so kind to others you become unkind to yourself. You cross your boundaries just to give to other people. And I was thinking about I had, is it bookmarks, really nice pictures of different things when I was a child, and I collected them. And uh, one day I was thinking about it, and I wanted to be a nice and kind person, so I gave it to my little sister, and I gave them all, and I said, "Oh, here you are, you're welcome." And she was, "Okay, thank you." She took them, but I noticed there and then that she wasn't interested in them, and she took them just because, yeah, she loved me and she wanted to make me happy. But I realized there and then that sometimes we are a little bit too kind, and the people that we give to doesn't even want the things that we give. So sometimes we give things that people don't want. Basically, yeah. Jo. Uh, Blue, throat chakra, I speak. Uh, I have made a scale. I can show it to you. Uh, I have 4 children. My youngest one, they are 6 years and 8 years old. And one day, one asked the other kid, uh, "What is the most annoying sound that you can make?" If we put that on one of the cross on the scale, and on the other cross here we put "Speaking your truth can make other feel uncomfortable." Yeah, was it okay? uh, and even if they were the ones that hurt you and did the wrong things to you, just because you don't want to hurt them, you can't tell the truth. So you just swallow the things that have happened, and yeah, you try to bury it inside of yourself. That's the opposite sides of this scale. And telling your truth, that's always important. They used to say that every person got their own story to tell, and everybody have their own book to write. And I think it's like this. All the people are important. All the people have a story others would like to hear about. So yeah. Imbalance, not knowing how to express yourself, misunderstandings, and how to balance it. Uh, I have realized there are two different kinds of people. I got people, even if I explained what I mean and what I try to say 100 years, they wouldn't get it because they don't care for it for real what I'm talking about. They have enough with their own things and their own word. Then we got this other group that they are interested for real about the things that I say, and interested about how I feel and what I think, and yeah, and yeah, that if you can't connect to a person that you uh, think about, is it a person that is interested in you, or do you only try to explain and explain and explain, and you make the faults on you because you can't reach the other person, that you realize that it might be that the person just yeah, it's thinking, she is thinking about her, her own life, and it's enough with that. The next chakra is indigo blue, and it's the panchakra I see. And I was going to talk about our dreams, and many times it's our reality that take all of our attention, all of our energy, and all what we see. But when we open our third eye and we start to look inwards, look into our inner world, our dreams, our fantasies, and everything, then we realize how important this world, because from this world we can change things in our reality. Before we find this word, we only do things as we are learned how to do it. It's like a pattern. Yeah. Imbalance, insecurity, and letting others' opinions decide for us, feeling less than others. Yeah, and I have talked about how to balance it. Violet, crown chakra, I know, imbalance, feeling lost, life has no meaning. And here I was thinking about how to balance it. When I was about 20 plus something, I realized that I found my own mind, if we say it like that. It was someone in my surrounding that told me who I am, what I say, or something like that. They made me feel like they know me better than I know myself, and I really I stopped to think about it, and I was really mad. And I thought about this person, that you only see me for a couple of minutes each week, and you know who I am, what I can be, what I can do. That isn't it only me who can say who I want to do, what I can do, yeah, everything about me. And I realized that, yeah, that's the way it is. And uh, there, there and then I also realized that the person that I have been for the 20 plus first years, the person was more like a cocktail of my surroundings and what the surrounding thought about me than it was me. So there and then I started to try to find out who I was. And yeah, I realized our mind, they steer our thoughts, that steer our feelings, that steer our behavior. But before our mind is created, it's created of our surroundings when we are 1 to 7 years old. Before that, we are presence, and like a newborn baby, we got the whole world in front of us. We got all the time in the world. We can be everything we want to be. And I also realized later that how to get to this mental state of presence, that if I find in my own energy, and I find that when I knit, when I draw, when I write, when I bake, you know, when I do the things that I love so much, so I am what I do. When you find this energy that is you, then it's easier to also see what things comes from the people in your surroundings. You know, when we care about other people, we love other people, we want to please other people, that many times we do a little too much to please them. So we don't do things our way, we do it their way, just to make them happy. Yeah, but it doesn't make them happy all the times. It's like the bookmarks. As I go to my sister, we give our happiness away just to give it to people that I don't know what to do with this. So many times you make your decisions for yourself when you find your own energy and how you want to do things, and you find how to be the boss for your life and for the people in your surroundings, so you don't just do what other people want you to do, if follow generation things or whatever. Yeah. Next cards. This is the moon. It's about the subconscious. I don't know if I pronounced that right either. I'm so sorry. This is the page of swords. No, it's 10 of swords. And that's about being caught in a nightmare. And I found this energy that many people that are healers or people that need healing in their lives, they give away much of their own energy and all the things they have to people that, you know, we might feel sorry for someone else, or we really feel that they need us, that they can't take care for themselves. Many times we hear their bitterness, how sorry they are about how things have turned out in their own lives. Yeah, these kind of things. And I have realized for myself that when I often listen to these people and I listen closely, then I have realized they have a common way to say things, and how they often are heroes in their own stories, or they are the victim in their own story, but they never talk about the things they have done something wrong themselves. And they want your help, they want your attention, they want your love and understanding. But when you try to help them, give them advice, learn them, give them advice how to turn these thoughts, think about it in another kind of way, they always don't want the advice. and they often, it seems like they walk into their own disaster with their eyes wide open, and it really calls um, to our heart, and we want to help them, and uh, and they have such a hard life. We want to help them to make it better, and this is often common for the healers and people that have given away too much of their own energy. Yeah. Next paper. This is the last one, I promise. 55 minutes. The Fool. The explanation, I think this is the page of Pentacles. And I was thinking about, when we were kids, often we were handed a kind of map and illusion of what kind of person we would need to be, or what kind of life we would need to live to be same as, yeah, we have reached the best life we can live. And some of us were voted to win and to get there, to get the best dream life, and others of us were losers from the start, and we couldn't get there how we tried. And sometimes we also are somewhere on that scale, a little bit of both perhaps. But I look at this energy. It's like the devil energy. Something is set in stone. It's only one way up to the top. We have to do things that the way it has always been done. I know with the cooking, for so many years I cooked like I had been learned how to cook, and I ate as as often things, how much, everything like I was learned how to do it. One day I realized that I knew many years earlier that I have allergies to milk protein. I'm not lactose, and also the seeds that grow here, everything except, I don't know, a minute. Yeah, oats, everything but oats I am allergic to. So of what the things that grow here. So, but then I realized how much better I feel when I leave out the things that I'm allergic to. So many times we have a pattern that we think we need to follow because it's the only way to do things, that it's quite hard to change to something that we don't know, barely that it exists. So, but I think it's quite good. It comes many different advices how to eat, how to do things. But I also find it quite triggering because it's hard to find what suits me, And yeah, I hope it goes better for you, so you don't have so hard times finding what's right for you. God energy. That is realizing this is my life, this is how I decide to do things, this is how I want to do my life, this is how I feel the best I can, this is how I am happy, and I adapt, I change, and I want what's the best for everybody's higher self, including myself. And yeah, you know, adapting to that change, because yeah. And I also thought about this northern light. We had northern light for not so many many weeks ago. I don't exactly remember when it was, but I had a vision to that northern light that uh, uh, time has changed, you know, in this community, when we have really easy to find information, and like water rings on the water, our minds change and we adapt, and we realize there are many ways to do things. It was harder for earlier generations that didn't have this outer influence, but we have it. So many have realized that if I'm not going after my dreams, I don't have a little chance reaching them. And many people have they have made up their mind. I'm going after the things that I want to try to reach for. So this is Four of Swords and the Empress upside down. And this is about resting and finding out, in the reality. I was looking at a movie yesterday, and they had to rescue people fast and do things fast, and everything needed to be fast. But in spirituality, it's not quite of a hurry, and sometimes people aren't ready to wake up, and they aren't ready to change, and they aren't ready to do things. So many times when we try to push and help them and they are not ready, uh, it takes even longer time. But when we realize that inspiration, and often that is so much better way to do things. My angels always remind me I try to help people too much most of the times, but my angels also remind me that inspiration, that just that people see how much you have changed, and you can make changes, and you can change your life, and you can yeah, that's most of the time that is most effectful. Do I invent words now also? But yeah, I think you know what I mean. Yeah, and I was thinking about spirituality, that many of the things that I talk about, I try to do it in my own life, and many times I get the advice when I do the reading, and I don't know it before, and sometimes some things have to grow inside of me before I can adapt it into my own life. And I look at spirituality at, even if I try to learn about it, that sometimes I'm like the teacher, and I can learn different things to other people, but other times I'm like I'm in the first grade, and I just got the book about the subject. So it's this universe and everything that is. It's so large and so much to find, and with every question you got 10 new ones, and you realize that you never can find out. So yeah, barely nothing. It's just so little things that you will find out, even if you would have lived for 1,000 years. So it's so big everything, but yeah, trying to live your best life and be happy, and when you are happy you make the people in your surrounding happy, and that's a really good start. But this was all for now, and I wish you a really great day, and see you in the next reading. And I beg your pardon for my English. I try to learn and get better every time, but yeah, it's quite hard. I'm a little bit old, I think, but I have allowed myself to make mistakes, and I don't need to be perfect, and uh, from that I will grow the English also to something that people will understand what I'm talking about sooner or later. But yeah, have a nice day, and thank you.